Okay, people, technically it's day 3, but it's gonna be like the first official day of my vacation because I feel 95% better. So we're gonna go sightseeing, we're gonna go check out some Roman, ooh, let's go that way. Roman architecture. I have my own thoughts about that, and you know, cause it's like golems and goyles and all of these crosses everywhere, and then they have all these saints, and you know, we can get into the whole Roman Catholic thing versus Christianity versus paganism and all of that. But anyway, we're gonna go and look at some nice sculptures and architecture and be all cultural and things, and Black boys abroad. I mean, come on. I don't know what that thing is, but I'm gonna find out. Okay guys, so we are in Rome city center, and right now I am at the Piazza, which is iconic Rome. It's in the heart of the city center. It is where the most traffic happens. I'm gonna give you a little shot. Right now it's like 8 o'clock in the morning, so there's not that much traffic, and we'll talk about that fountain right there in a minute. But I wanna show you all the Piazza. Okay. It's probably like 2 minutes from the main train terminal station. So why the Piazza is one of the main points of interest, because after the urban redevelopment of Rome and it was declared Italy's capital, this became like the city center. And over there is actually the Fountain of the Nyads. I'm gonna see if I can figure out how to get across, because I don't know how to get across, but we're gonna find out. Okay, please don't run me over, people. Whew, Chile. Okay, so you can still see the Piazza over there, but this is the Fountain of the Nyad. So I'm gonna try to get a little closer to kind of give you like a little history lesson of what's going on. So here we have a horse, and there is a Nyad, or a nymph, what we would call in America, overtaking the horse. So a few years later, after Rome was actually taken by the Italian army, the city decided to put a fountain here. So it wasn't the fountain that we see right now. It's actually 4 nymphs all the way around and one at the top. Originally, it was just a regular water fountain. Well, the citizens wasn't feeling that. So the Roman emperor at the time, I believe it was William II, came, and it was actually lions placed here. Okay, so then the city was like, nah, we not feeling it either. We need some more decor. We need something more decorative. And so an artist was commissioned, and the artist came up with these nymphs. And so I'm not sure if you can quite see really well here, but the nymphs are towering over various animals of the sea. And each nymph represents like the nymph of the sea, nymph of the lake, nymph of the underground waters, etc., etc. Well, the nymphs, they're women, are naked. And so the citizens, some of them was kind of in an uproar about that. The conservative movement was in an uproar because men would generally come and gather and marvel over the nymphs. And as you can see, water is running all over them, they breasts exposed, etc., etc. Mind you, this was like in the 1900s, so things were very, very conservative. So a movement in the Italian government actually tried to get the nymphs removed in the sake of moral correctness. But apparently that didn't work because they're still here. So I'll be doing like a hop-on, hop-off bus tour to like view the city and stuff right now. But like this is super close. My hotel is like literally right over there. So I'm on the city tour bus. We kind of have our planned route of where we'll be going today. I'm definitely not stopping at all these places because I don't have interest in all of them. I'm only going to stop at places that I'm actually interested in. So this should be fun. Yeah, this is gonna be really fun. Okay.
Power. We forgot that we were this strong. Kind of feels like we're out here floating, 'cause we're so far away from home.
So I hopped off the bus because I am on my way to the next location that I'm interested in. Where I'm going, it's a statue called the Mouth of Truth. It's was made, I guess, to give honor to the god of the sea. And so the legend has it, or one of the many legends has it, that people would bring people to the mouth of truth. They would stick their hand in the mouth, and then it would make them confess the truth. So one of the many legends is that this man brought his wife because he wanted to know if she was cheating or not. So he bring on down to the mouth, and apparently she confesses and convulses as if to tell him the truth, that she's only been with him and her side piece or whatever. Now, we don't know what happens after the legend, but I'm interested in it for the pure fact that people have believed over the years. Again, I said this, you know, this comes or has been around since the 1600s, but people have believed over the years that this statue would bring about truth. And so now I know the truth. I'm not putting my hand in the mouth, but I am interested to see how people react, interested to see what it looks like that people are so fascinated with and why they believe what they believe about this. I don't know, honey, but I'm gonna bring Jesus and the Holy Spirit up in here with me, but we finna go see, okay? Come on. Okay, so I found it, but we're gonna have to sit outside for a little while. It doesn't open until 9:30, so I got about 20 minutes. But while I'm over here, as I walked up, buongiorno. Open?
Yes.
Okay, I want gelato. Which one is the best?
All of them.
All of them? Yes. Thank you. I'm just over here chilling. My gelato. Waiting on the mouth of truth to open. Now, what's interesting to me is that the idol to the quote-unquote sea god is over there, and it's right outside. We're inside of an actual chapel. So I'm confused, niece, that the people in there praying to Jesus, but y'all got a false and idol god out here. I don't know. Baby, the Romans gonna have to explain this one to me. I don't know how this works. How does this work? And now we're in what I presume to be a Catholic church. Let me see if I can flip it around. I hope I don't get caught, because they definitely said no video up in here. Definitely. So I just don't know how that, you know, those things are very much contradictory. And maybe that's why there is so much division between a Catholic and a Christian. I used to think that Catholics was a denomination just kind of like Methodist and Baptist and various denominations, but I've had a Catholic friend of mine tell me it's a different religion, and I never understood why. And maybe maybe somebody gonna have to give me another history lesson, because this is confusing to me. They got a gift shop in the church. Okay, that's the line over there for the people. Baby, they got a false god, a gift shop, and a church all in one. Okay, so upon further research, what I found another quote-unquote legend for the mouth of truth. Well, two more legends for the mouth of truth. One, not only in older times. Oh, we can go? In older times than before what I once spoke, they would use it also for those that were accused of perjury, and they would put like a blade behind the mouth, and that would be a person's punishment as well. So it was said that the mouth was actually used as a drainage system for the Temple of Hercules, which is actually here. And the church with the statue is here. I can't quite see because the sun in my face, yeah? But so this is the Temple of Hercules. It's gated off, so I guess you can't get in there. I guess you're just supposed to look at it and awe at it. And this is Hercules, the one we grew up with, you know, the demigod, the strong one. To the bus and go to the next stop. But I just find it quite, you know, quite interesting. The different ideologies and the different religions or cross religions that people here in Rome have, and the temples and idol type statues that they have to people and gods that they praised back in the day, and some might still praise today. I don't really know. Yeah, I don't really know what they doing over here. Anyway, back to the bus, so we get on the next stop. On my way to the iconic Spanish Steps where lots and lots of people always come and gather in Rome. Fun fact about the Spanish Steps is they were actually, they were actually built by the French because the French had a church at the bottom of the steps. Another fun fact, the French wanted to build a statue of their king at the time, but the Pope at the time was like, nah sir, we're not doing that. So anyway, back to the steps. So the idea was to connect the steps or the Spanish territory to the French church in a kind of act of camaraderie and solidarity and connectedness and all that good stuff. Over the years, it has been, since the 17th century, like a lot of old poets and musicians and artists used to come here, apparently to draw inspiration of the beauty of the steps. And now it's just become a huge tourist attraction, and I'm super excited to see these steps. Now I'm not gonna walk down to all 100 plus of them, but we'll get down a few of them here. Okay. Just finished with the Spanish Steps, and I decided not to hop back on the bus because my next destination is not that far. So I'm going to walk to the Trevi Fountain, and I'm kind of taking a road off the beaten path. The GPS is telling me to go the main ways where the masses of people are, but of course I gotta be difficult and go my own way and walk down alleys and hopefully not get robbed, raped, or none of the above. But I want to see what the inner city looks like. What people doing back here on break, smoking mostly. But you know, I'm just gonna keep walking and see what I can see. I spotted, baby, IKEA. IKEA is in Italy. I'm gonna give me some IKEA furniture when I get back. Okay, because if it's good enough for Italy, then it's good enough for my house. Period. Hey guys, so we made it to the Trevi Fountain. As you can see, it is huge. It is one of the most iconic fountains in Italy. It's one of the largest ones in Italy. And people from all over the globe come here because they want to throw money into the fountain. Legend has it, if you take your right hand and throw the coin over your left shoulder, then it'll bring you good luck. Now, I won't be throwing any of my coins because I keeps my coins, okay? Keeps all my coins. However, it's estimated that about 3,000 euros are thrown in this fountain each day. And the euro is kind of equivalent to the dollar, so just think of it as like more than $3,000 a day. Now, you can't jump in here and get the money because the Italian policia will arrest you because the money is actually collected at the end of the day and it goes to fund a local supermarket that feeds the Italian needy. So that's kind of great. Again, I'm keeping my coins, so I'm gonna have to get an Italian needy some other way. But I think that's amazing that they, they take it for that purpose. Uh-oh, she done threw the coin. Girl, did you make it? Okay, she ain't make it. we out here. It's hot, but we out here. About this place in school has just always given me a draw to Rome, and it was one of the many places I wanted to see. This place is like quintessential Rome. Like, people come here just to see this. You cannot think of Rome if you don't think about the Colosseum. And the Colosseum, what we know of it was where gladiators battled to the death for various reasons, and then so there were some kind of barbaric reasons as well. But we have so many iconic and famous movies that take place in the Colosseum, and just so much history of the Colosseum, and I cannot wait to get there. Floor. As you can see the inside, this is like freaking amazing. I have looked at this Colosseum since maybe like 5 years old, and to be here, like, again, some pretty barbaric things happened here, but like the history of this place and like reading about it for all these years is so nostalgic. Just being here, like, I have goosebumps. Like, this is insane. This is where the gladiators would come in to battle and get it going. So these were the cages that they kept the animals in. Lions, tigers, bears, giraffes, all that for fighting. These are the stones or the seats that the people would sit on and draw graffiti on. Apparently they would get bored with the executions. They only wanted to see the gladiators fight and see the animals fight each other. But when it came to like people who were sentenced to death, they didn't want to see that, so they would draw on the stone. Some more drawings, and oh, it has a glare. Got it. Oh yeah, I will see that. Is that? Oh, there we go. So apparently this was an African emperor, and that's his wife. And you know what? I saw a statue down there. I'm not gonna walk back. With the nose chopped off, and I'm very suspicious anytime I see statues, original statues from way back in the day with the nose chopped off, because you know they love to deny black folk greatness. But that's interesting.